Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. Welcome, everybody, to the Commentary Zone Noontime Edition. Ah, as you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And I see that y'all are super active in the live chat already. I cannot with y'all. Oh my God. I actually like this episode.
What did you like about it? Like, what? Tell me. I'm intrigued.
It wasn't about Tammy. It was about Amy, and not 100% progression, but some progress. Like, I felt optimistic instead of frustrated as I have in the last 3 episodes that we covered. This episode, although it wasn't perfect, this girl is moving. She's trying to make better for herself and her family. She's bought this house. She's done some renovations. She's moved her baby out of sleeping in the kitchen. Like, what can you not like about that? Yes, she only lost like what, 5-10 pounds in a year. Who am I to judge on that? But she's moving in a good direction.
Right.
I can't say the same for her sister.
But Amy puts in way more effort, though. That's the thing. If we're being honest, like Amy actively tries to improve.
Mm-hmm.
So it's you would like to see that Tammy just makes excuses as usual.
But yet, okay, like the doctors are even still trying for her. Two, like the one at home, Dr. Smith, and then Dr. Proctor. But it frustrates me that she doesn't want it for herself.
Excuse me. So sorry. Cold.
And it does start there. And
Right.
Tammy says, all I want to do is have fun. So killing yourself is having fun? I don't get it. She's miserable. She's miserable. She's hurting. She's hurting others because she's hurting, both physically and mentally. Wouldn't you want to stop hurting and try to do something? Like, what exactly are they asking her to do? Like, just to lose the weight is the only way that she can lose weight is by checking into the facility, or can she do it on her own? Has she tried before other than checking into the facility? That, I think that's my frustration, because I don't have all the background and I don't care to watch the past episodes at this point because she has frustrated me. But child, let me see what y'all saying in here. Hey, everybody in the live chat. Thank y'all for joining us today. Give me some insight on what I'm not picking up because I refuse to watch previous episodes. I don't wish anything bad on Tammy, but this episode was refreshing because it wasn't focused on her. Sorry. Jamal, any insight, anything?
I mean, it's one of those things like you can't force someone to get help when they are in a space. They have to want to do the help, and she keeps saying like, "Oh, I want to get help. I want to like, I'm not giving up. I just want to be happy." I'm like, but you're still, you're being happy is still miserable, and I still feel that it's because she refuses to go to therapy. Like I'm gonna stand by that.
Or is she saying something else? Is she just speeding up the process to her demise, where she ultimately feels that then she will be happy as if she's no longer around?
I don't think so. It can appear that way. I see that, but I don't think so. I think it's a combination of her being selfish, lazy, and not willing to go to therapy.
Okay. So Stephen says every day she fails outside the facility. Well, she's about to have no choice. In all honesty, I'm not convinced the doctors would still be fighting so hard for Tammy if they were not being featured on TV or Medicaid wasn't paying. I'm just saying. There is a financial, I agree with you, Trey. There is a financial reason for them. But then again, them trying to fight with Tammy could also be like seen as a failure on their part. Like they can't actually put up her as a recommendation for the success of their work. I don't know. Oh, she's gotten progressively heavier as she ages. She refuses to talk about the emotional stuff. Hmm. I'm just going to listen because the storm is coming and I can feel it already, and the glasses are making me dizzy. I'm sorry, Yanni. Oh my god. I feel like Tammy won't talk about emotions because it's rooted in her childhood. Yeah, Yanni, stay safe. If you have to like log off from us, please just stay safe from that storm. She needs a psychologist. She needs a lot.
She does, but that's the key. But see, with her, that's the key component, and she refuses to acknowledge it or do anything about it, and that's the frustrating part.
I would have had to clock out at this point.
I
There's
mean, good.
there's only so much. There's only so many times I'm going to say something to you until I was just like, well, okay, you ain't fucking listening. Like, bye.
I think it's. I think it's. I think as doctors, they just don't want to see anyone die on their watch, and that's just the truth.
But this is self-sabotage.
It doesn't matter.
Self-sabotage. Check out. Okay, so let's start off the episode. It's moving day for Amy, and that was Misty, right? The oldest sister that was there with her, helping her pack up. And I think everything is becoming reality to her at this point. She's got a lot of memories in this house, and she's actually packing up and leaving it to start a new chapter in her life. I think it's also, moving away from Tammy, who she's been, side by side with in some shape or fashion for all of her life, and leaving her behind, but also trying to grapple with the reason why she's moving is to be better for her family and her child. She doesn't want to give up her goals and dreams that she's had forever, because she says she's wanted her own home since she was little. She's had the fantasy of the white picket fence and all of that. She's on the way to getting what she's always dreamt of, but yet the guilt of leaving a sister behind is also tearing at her. So those conflicting emotions, I think, are crashing down on her. What do you think
Most
about
definitely.
that?
Most definitely. Everything, yeah, of course, but that's a lot to leave behind. And like you're leaving, and she's
Mm-hmm.
leaving Tammy behind. She's worried about her too.
Mm-hmm. And
So
then
I,
Tammy hasn't been talking to her either.
because Tammy's selfish.
Mm. um, let's see. Misty says that she thinks Amy's feelings are hurt because Tammy hasn't spoken to her.
I mean, of course, because she's not there. Like she's always there for Tammy, doing whatever she needs, but Tammy's not there for her, and that's a problem. And I agree with Amy on this one. It's like you've done everything for her, been there. Every time she calls, you're there, and she can't come help you. Like she said, zip up a box. I mean, I'm not mad at her.
Mm-hmm. I was real irritated how they was dragging that damn mattress on on the dirt and mud. And then they took it into the new house dirty. Now I was hoping that that was a mattress protector that they were going to take off once they got to the new house, But they left that bad boy on with the dirt all over it. Huh?
I thought it was a cover too.
I thought it was like, when you're moving and they wrap some things, like they have those big things they put over your couches so that, of course, your furniture is going to get rubbed up against stuff.
Right.
So it's kind of a protector. I was hoping that's what that was, but they put that down on the frame in the new house. Oh my God. Oh my God. And I wonder how long they've had that mattress, because your mattress gets heavier the longer that you have it from all of your shedding skin and the
Right.
dust mites and all of that get embedded in it. Um, I went really deep into that one little segment. I don't know. I don't know. It's just that cover was completely soiled. But I thought it was a moving cover. And when they didn't take it off, I was just like, wait, what?
No, I thought it was the bed cover. I was just thought they would take it. I thought that once they got it on the bed, they would take it off and put it in the washer.
But you thought that was a mattress cover?
Yeah.
It was so loose, though. Because I have mattress covers. But they're, oh, I don't know. I can't figure these people out. I really do think too hard about the weirdest things. It makes me itch just thinking about it. I would not sleep on that. Ooh, I wouldn't either. The mattress looked nasty. Oh my God. Okay, so next we see, I guess it's the next day, because Amy has said throughout these first two segments how tired she is. Moving day came up on her faster than she thought. All of the emotional, ping pong going on with her. Um, it, it, it was a lot. I think it was physically and emotionally draining for her. So the next day, we see Amanda coming over, and Amanda's helping her put away clothes. I hope they're clean. Oh God. We see Chris come over, and he's giving her a dining room table that's been in their family for generations. And he feels good about it because it's still within the family. It's perfect for her first home. And it'll help save her money. It's still a good table. It's going to a good home. So he gets down on the ground, and he's fastening the top to the base. And Amanda asks him, she says, look at Chris. Like, you just got down there with no problem. Can you imagine doing this before? And Chris says, well, yeah, I could probably have gotten down, but getting back up would have been a whole nother problem.
Right.
Which I like how this family can joke amongst themselves, to each other, and on themselves. Like, I like that. And he's always been very honest in the few episodes that I've watched. But yeah, he's 3 months post-op. So he's looking really good. Like, I can see the difference. And again, this is what I want to see on a show like this. Progress.
But he's invested in it though. There's a difference. Like, he's willing to put in the work, where like Tammy's not.
Oh my God, they should have burnt that mattress. Jesus. Amanda brings good energy and motivation. She does. Yes, she does, Ryan. She is always very, very motivating and encouraging to all of her siblings, and like really highlighting when they do something well. I think the only person that brings out the rough side of her is Tammy. Not that I don't like the rough side of Amanda. I really do. Success stories. Yes. I want to see people be their best. Ryan Rounds, can we just throw Tammy away? Who gonna lift her? What? I say let's just leave her. Let's just
Just
walk
leave her.
away. Let's just walk away. Nobody's gonna throw her anywhere. But I get you. I get what you're saying, Ryan. Exactly. We like to see happy outcomes. It's great energy for all. Yes. I hope Amy keeps the house clean. And my first thought was a table to pile more stuff on. Mm.
Yeah, tables will just catch all spots. It'll never change.
But but maybe with the house she'll have more storage to put things away. You think maybe?
Oh, like she'll have spaces to actually stack things and keep it
Right.
cute. I got you.
Maybe in the apartment or the duplex, it didn't have adequate storage. And if she was renting, she couldn't like do stuff to create storage.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So maybe with the house, there'll be like closets and storage areas, maybe even a basement. What do you call the top part? Um, a ceiling? Not a ceiling. What do you call storage up in your roof? I don't know.
Attic. Yeah.
Attic. There you go. Maybe she can have storage to like put stuff away. I'm being optimistic, y'all. I'm being optimistic. Um, so Chris has an upcoming appointment with Dr. Smith, his 3 month post surgery appointment. He calls Tammy to see if she wants to go, encouraging her. Because remember, the last appointment, the doctor gave up on Tammy and said, "When you're ready, you just hit me up." So Tammy says no, but she sounds really rough on the phone, like she's just waking up from a hard night. And they all hear it. Um, uh, I think they all wish she would do better, but wishing isn't going to help the situation.
Like,
I
what do
just,
you? Okay, so we're at this point. Like, it's a cycle with her.
mm-hmm,
What would you do in a situation? Like, what? How would you handle this? Because she's not going to do it on her own. And I'm of the thought that I'm with them on the war of the state thing. If your sole
mm-hmm,
goal is to keep her alive, then that would be the way to go. And honestly, at this point, you've exhausted all possibilities. She's not responding to family. She's not responding to the doctors. I'm on the family side on this one. I didn't think I would be, but I am, because you can't,
mm-hmm,
because to me it would be, if you don't step in and do it, it would be almost like them helping her kill herself. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't.
But
But
like somebody has said, I think it was last week, if she makes her own money, can they would really have to go to court and
yes,
prove that she's unfit.
correct.
That could get messy.
But she's already been to rehab though, so that works in their favor. And what they would say is like, well, you've gone to rehab and you've lost the weight, so this is a sensible request. And that's where the rehab state comes into play.
Can they use the footage of her being like partying and all of that from this show as part of their case?
Yes, if it's subpoenaed, yes, because it's tangible evidence that she's not doing what's best for her. So yes, they could use it.
Okay, so Ryan says, who pays for that, insurance or Medicaid? And then Stephen says, I don't know that word of the state is necessary if Tammy goes to the facility. But Tammy has to be willing to go to the facility and stay and do the work. She can't check herself out, because I think that's what y'all told me she did last time. She got tired and just checked
Hmm.
herself out. And I do wonder about what Ryan says. Who pays for that, insurance or Medicaid? Who's insuring Tammy at this point? I know, like, that's a really good question. Um, Kimberly says, you will have to treat her like an addict. You need to go back to treatment and stay
Food
there. If you
addiction.
come out, we will not assist you. But I just wonder how that infringes upon her individual rights, though. Like that's a fine line to walk.
Okay,
Um,
so here's a couple articles. So I'll start with this. I'll just use little snippets. This is from June 12th, 2021. It says according to the outlet, Tammy told fans that TLC will pay for the medical procedures and medical care while she's on the show. And then
but
from the
but medical care with relation to a gastric bypass or
everything,
all.
so everything because it's a procedure.
So then Sharp needs to cut her off too,
And
and or
then
streamline it to just weight loss medical care.
so let's see what this says. Sorry, everybody. I just want to see what I could find real quick for everyone. We lost journey, yada yada. I just want to make sure 'cause this is very interesting because it's a very good question.
Ryan, the good drug treatment centers are expensive, but they will cut a deal if they're going to get promotion. Because remember on Honey Boo Boo with June, and she went to that facility in Florida. That one is pretty expensive as well, but they got promotion, so they could work out a barter deal. They could. So it's not impossible. Let's
So
see.
yeah, this is
Mm-hmm.
where'd it go? Amy said that Tammy did not pass. She would use the money to cover remaining medical bills. I think it's from the GoFundMe that happened a little bit ago. She further explained that although Tammy was on a medical card, there could be other medical bills. So the way these two articles are sounding, one from June, one from what? This one's from November. It
Mm-hmm.
sounds like TLC only covers Tammy while they're filming.
Oh, so outside of filming, it's a different insurance.
Yes, based on what I'm putting together off these articles.
Mm. If
That's
she
what it's
has
looking like.
private insurance, it's going to be super, super expensive.
Correct.
And if she has Medicaid, then we're all paying for that. Just saying. They're making 10,000 an episode, like the wait, 10 grand an episode? Who making 10 grand an episode? You mean $1,000 an episode? Um, yeah, 90 Day. They make between 1,000 and 2,000, but like first timers 1,000, and then like they get the reunion bonus, and then like if they come back 1,500 to 2,000 an episode. Is that it, Jamal? For 90 Day?
90 Day is between. Oh, it just range. I think the newbies start for like a grand an episode,
Mm-hmm.
and the longer you stay on, I think you typically, from what I understand, they go up like 1,000 per episode per renewal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So okay, according to this, it says it's possible they each bring in close to 5,000 per episode, judging by how much other TLC reality TV personalities make.
So you think that's what Tammy? They think that's
Between
what Tammy's making, 5 grand an episode.
between 25, they're speculating. There's nothing solid, but the
Hmm.
speculations they pull in between 2,500 to 5,000 per episode.
Okay.
So they because neither Amy nor Tammy have revealed the exact payment.
Okay. All right. So next we see Chris and his wife going to Dr. Smith's office. Um, the doc would like to see Chris below 350 pounds based on 3 months post surgery. So the doc is talking with him and asking him like about his eating habits and if anything has changed. He asked the wife as well, and the wife says that she notices that he's been craving sweets, and he's never done that before. And the doctor is concerned that he doesn't want him like filling up on sugars because he mentioned something about like a shake or smoothie or something like that. And he doesn't want him filling up on sugars. So he goes and weighs Chris. And Chris is down at 345 pounds, which is amazing. I was so happy to see this. Um, Chris says that it's been years since he's been that weight. Um, and he's excited for his progress. And so was I. Then the Dr. Smith asks about Tammy. And Chris says that she's given up. And the doctor says that, you know, she put stuff on social media that he is familiar with. And he knows that she's been drinking and smoking and it's dangerous at her weight. And he's decided that if she's not coming to him, he's going to go to her. Chris says he doesn't know how Tammy's going to react when he tells her that the doctor is going to be coming for a visit.
Nothing. It's still the smoking with the oxygen that's kind of killing me. And I'm not gonna lie. You're on oxygen for a reason, ma'am. And you're smoking. You forget, and you can blow yourself up, and everybody with you. Not to count the medical conditions you already have. Yeah, I mean, no. Just no. Just no.
Yeah. It's painful, but he's not giving up on her. Okay.
I feel bad for her family. Like, cause you can see, like, they're exhausted. They don't know what to do. They're at their wits' ends. They feel like they've done everything for her. And like they feel like it's still not enough that we're doing all this. We're giving her all the support that most people don't have. And she doesn't care. That has to
She's
be
not
so
trying.
hurtful.
Yeah. I think Chris and Amanda, they feel it the most because like I think that they're really pushing for her. They've set the example, you know, and they're doing well. And yet she isn't responding. She I think Amanda is the one that focuses the most on losing Tammy. I think that's her ultimate fear.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps her continuing to beg Tammy to get with the program.
And Chris jumped in because he just thought okay, if she does it with me, maybe me jumping in as well will give Tammy even more support. And I think he's just kind of devastated that like I did this for her. I did this for me, but I did this for her as well, and she's still not understanding.
She understands. I think that's what they don't want to acknowledge. She understands exactly what she's doing. But in saying that, that's why I said, like, if you know what you're doing is not good for you, if you know that by not trying to get help, it's not good for you, then what exactly are you doing?
No, I agree.
And I think they're really scared to hear the answer to that,
Right.
especially Amanda. So Amy calls all her sisters and her mom to come over to the new house because now she's settled in. And her and Misty are outside, and apparently she did this DNA test, and she got all of them to do the DNA test. And because her mom used to say that they were related to the Queen of England or something, it's just very weird. They get the results back, so she wants all of them to come over and hopefully come inside her new home,
Right.
instead of just sitting down in the yard. So Amanda drives up with Tammy and the mom and meets Misty and Amy there. And Amanda goes to get the test results, the DNA test results. And they read the breakdown: 40% English, Scottish, Wales, and a little bit of some Scandinavian country. I don't know.
Sweden and Denmark.
Right. She's surprised by that. I'm not. The Vikings pillaged the United Kingdom. It can happen. It can happen. But they joke about the mother. The closest thing she has to the queen is her hairstyle. Amy wants everyone to come into the house, and Tammy and the mom said, "No, we good here in the car." I don't know. Unless you're having a garden party, I'm not hanging out by your front door if you invite me over to your house.
Not the front door.
No,
No, I get you. I get you. It's just when you put it in those terms, like we're not hanging about the front door. And what struck me is that was lost on them is like when someone invites you into their home, that's a big deal, family or not. Because like
mm-hmm,
sometimes you don't even like your family. There's some family you won't allow. You don't allow some family on your property, to be honest. But when someone invites
mm-hmm,
you into your home, it's a huge deal, and
mm-hmm,
it's something that she was able to accomplish. So
mm-hmm.
of course she wants to like you guys to come in and enjoy with her because I think in Amy's mind, like this is not just for only me, but this is for my family as well, since we grew up so poor, you know.
Well,
And
and
she's not feeling that support from her mom and sister. Like it's like, well, we don't want to come into
mm-hmm.
your home, you
That's what
know.
Amanda said. That's exactly what Amanda said. You're hurting her by not coming in. Um, it, she this is a major accomplishment for her. She want y'all to be happy for her, and she's inviting you in. And then Tammy's just like, so I can't be happy for her out here in the van, out here by the front door in the yard.
Right.
And then she throws herself back onto the floor of the van and she's like, I'm hurting.
Like
And
she's
then
a
the mother
victim.
jumps in and it starts making excuses for her. I can see she's red. That's because she's throwing a temper tantrum, not because
Right.
of a fever. That mother needs therapy too. She did a lot. She did a lot to get all these kids in the situation that they're in. I don't know.
I guess I'm one of those people who like when my friends or family does something well, I want to root them on. Like, okay, what do you need? Like, congratulations. I want them to feel like you got the support. And as usual, Tammy likes to make everything about her.
Mm-hmm.
It's just always about her. I'm like, really? Like, you can't like you know just put that aside for one day. But then if she wasn't invited, she like you're excluding me. You don't want me around. We were so close. You can't like Tammy. I'm seeing from the time on both shows. There's no winning with her because it's always going to
Mm-hmm.
be about her.
Yeah. Brian says, your sister who's been taking care of your ass gets her first home and you can't be bothered to step foot inside. Rude. I would have cussed her out and told her to leave. I agree. I agree.
I was hoping
Trey.
Amy's new move would like inspire her to be like, okay, like she's moved farther away, so in order for me to go visit her, I need to lose this weight to make it easier on me. Nope.
Uh-huh.
I
So
Go ahead. Sorry.
no, I was just saying, Trey's giving me a little background. Their mom was not supportive of Tammy and Amy's weight loss journey season 1.
No, she wasn't. I remember that.
Has the mom had weight loss surgery too?
I don't think, from what I'm gathering, Trey probably knows more than I do. I don't think so. I think it's just the siblings.
Because Amanda said that the mother and Tammy find it difficult to go inside houses or buildings and that they're in a lot of pain. And neither one of the two of them wanted to get out the car. Where does mom live? I don't know. She hopped herself into that car. Are there no steps going into the duplex where Tammy and
No,
Amy live?
no, there's
Oh.
no steps. Mm-mm.
Oh. Okay. Okay, at the minimum, Tammy could have stood up and looked through the doorway or a window. True. That broke my heart. This was a perfect time for someone to say the TikTok in the Tiffany Haddish, this is nice, yes. Didn't we already establish that mom wasn't home when Tammy and Amy were kids? Right, because grandma raised them, right?
Right, because the mom was like working
Mom
a
was
lot.
working. They couldn't tell her to leave because they brought her there, and it's a half hour away. We could have told Amanda to get back in the fucking car and drive her away.
Or call the family friends.
Yeah,
What's
and
his
he
name?
could
Rob.
rob some shit like that, and stop at the liquor store while you're going back home. I don't know. I don't know. It's just I think it's very. I think Tammy's very manipulative. I do. And anytime that she sees happiness, she just throws water on it. I don't know. Amanda also calls out Amy for having the ovulation test in the bathroom. When she went in to get the DNA results, she went to the bathroom and saw it. And they asked her if she's trying to get pregnant. She says, "I'm not trying, but I'm not preventing." And Misty says that she doesn't think that she should get pregnant again, that she needs to get back on track with her weight loss, which I agree with.
Yes. Because Amy has a little bit more time to work with, because she said, I'm not trying to be too old. And I get that, but you have a little bit more time. She's like, what, 34, 35? She has about, I want to say, 3 solid years. I mean, she could take one whole year, get to her weight loss goal, and then get pregnant.
35 is but she's already high risk.
Right.
I would, in all honesty, I would get the second baby out and then done, and then focus. But what she should do, Amanda should really do like healthy protein, plant-based meals for her so that she can have a healthy pregnancy while sustaining that pregnancy. Because in a year, she just lost between 5 to 10 pounds. I think one of them said like she's blamed it on the first pregnancy. Now you're getting ready to do another one. She needs to be very, very careful. I don't know. Let's see. Michael and Amy and the baby, they're flying to Georgia to meet with Dr. Proctor for her 2-year follow-up. She's scared about the flight. She says she barely fits into the seat. This is why fat girls don't fly. It's for this reason. The best thing about the flight is enjoying the snacks. They go to see the doctor. She was nervous about the flight. She's nervous about going to see the doctor. What was that comment about, can I take off my shoes? They're clean now. What was that about? Like,
I think the last time she went to the doctor, maybe her shoes weren't clean.
Oh God. Yeah, after 35 is when birth defects are higher. Yeah, I agree with this, Miranda. I really do. Amy was 288 pounds when she was pregnant with Gage. He's a year old and should have gotten back on track right after she had him. And now she's 275. Yeah. And she was just blaming the move, but that was just recent. You have a whole year of bad eating. I don't know. Amy loves a good cheat day, which is every day. She will use pregnancy cravings as an excuse to eat what she wants. Some people even lose weight while they're pregnant. Like Verkula salt who turned into the blueberry. Okay. I'm not familiar. Amy should start on athletic greens. I don't know what that is. What is that? Jamal, you're my fitness person.
I don't know. I've never heard the term athletic greens. I'm not going to lie.
Okay. So Amy and Tammy didn't have the same doctor. I started watching this season. But Dr. Proctor also knows Tammy, because he asked about Tammy. And it seems like he knows Dr. Smith.
Yes,
And
I
weren't,
think Dr. Proctor was their initial doctor on My 600 Pound Life.
but it seems like the facilities both have like similar names, even though they're in different states. So I'm wondering if they're all part of the same medical system.
The same medical group.
Yeah. Or her feet weren't clean. Oh, she went to the doctor with, oh my God. Thank you, Stephen. I think Amy was shocked at her size when the seatbelt on the the seatbelt on the plane barely fit. But how could she be shocked? She doesn't eat well. And she's saying that she's eating the same food as the baby. What are you feeding that baby? I don't know. Well, the doctor wanted her to be under 250 pounds, and she's at
Hmm.
275. Epic fail. Amy is notorious for having dirty feet, so I've read about in reviews about the house cleaning episode. Oh, what it boils down to is healthy choices. Yes, yes. But do they know? Like, the only person that I think who has voiced anything about healthy eating is Amanda. The rest, not so much. So maybe they need the help of a dietitian or a nutritionist coming in to help them, because if they don't know, they can never really do better. Let's see. Amy's in real danger of messing up the surgery, and they might not be able to do it again. Scary. Oh, Lord. Athletic Greens is a nutritional supplement that's in powder form and extremely healthy. Oh, thank you
The
very
powder.
much. Oh, I like that. Oh, for Kula Salt is that nasty girl who turned into a blueberry in Charlie and Chuck. Oh, okay. Thank you, guys.
Veruca.
Okay. Sorry if I mispronounced that. And Amy's mind, she thinks she's skinny. Say what now? So that's why she said that comment. In comparison to when I was 400 pounds, this is great. So in her mind,
Yes,
she thinks that she has done really well.
correct.
Oh, good God.
I mean, she's done well. Let's not, but she's not where she should be for the time that she's had.
Don't feel old, y'all. I don't have kids, so I don't remember. I've watched that Chocolate Factory thing, the really old one with Gene Wilder.
Yes, the best one in my opinion.
Sorry,
Still,
yeah, that's the one that I watched, but child, I don't have no kids. That was a while ago. Don't feel old, y'all. Dr. Proctor referred Tammy to Dr. Smith. He fired Tammy as a patient. Shut up.
so I
Michelle, are
knew
you
that.
for real?
See, I heard that because I stopped watching at the time. I thought they just changed doctors. I wasn't sure if he actually fired her.
Okay, so Dr. Proctor tells Amy, because he finds out about her wanting to get pregnant again. He says that if she is, because like she suspects that she might be pregnant because of these cravings that she's having for food. She tells us that she stopped taking birth control while they were on the family vacation. But he says if she isn't pregnant, check in with him in 6 months, and he wants her to get down to 150 pounds. She's morbidly obese, and he wants her to lose weight before having another baby. That's his advisory. Next thing we see, Amanda visits Tammy to check on her. Amanda isn't ready to lose Tammy. She wants to let her know that. Tammy says, just let me be. She's so dramatic. Ugh. Tammy says she feels that she has to live a certain way to please them. Amanda says that she has something for her, and she goes out to the car and she brings in this nice big gift bag. Tammy's like, "Oh, it's not my birthday." And she goes, open it up, and it's one of their grandmother's quilts. Tammy starts crying because she said that she had a dream that Amanda had given her the quilt. Um, Tammy feels that it's a sign that her grandma is watching over her. Amanda says that their grandma would want her to live a good life
Mm-hmm.
and not to give up because 35 years is not enough. Tammy's just crying. Amanda says that she needs to talk to someone, meaning like a therapist or psychologist, psychiatrist, someone that she can speak freely and openly with and not be judged. And Tammy just says point blank no. She tried therapy, no. Mm.
I'm with Amanda. I think it's a therapy component. I think there's some things going on in her past, and I also feel that she hasn't really processed the loss of her grandmother. I think she looked at her grandmother as her biggest cheerleader. I really do.
How old was she when the grandma died?
Let's see.
Oh, and the last scene that we see is Amy is back in the hotel room. Um,
Oh,
I
okay.
saw
So
their
Tammy,
budget went up. You noticed
so
that they were staying at a Holiday Inn Express?
right? Tammy's grandmother died when she was only 11 years old.
Okay.
After that, she got the freedom to eat whatever she likes. And if she didn't have food in her house, she got that from the church.
Oh,
I wonder if her grandmother was the one who kept her on track.
maybe. So she's never processed the death. Maybe that's the traumatic thing that happened,
Right.
and probably some other stuff after the grandmother
Mhm.
passed. You know,
Right.
um, we see Amy doing the pregnancy test. My DVR cut off. Did we see the result of the pregnancy test?
No, I didn't at
Oh,
least.
okay, okay. All right, so that's the cliffhanger for next season. I still think we should do a separate show. Leave Tammy out of it and do Raise Engage. Just saying.
You just can't stand Tammy. You just can't stand Tammy. She's irked your nerve from pillow to post.
If you're not going to try to do anything to help yourself, that's okay. But stop bringing down everybody else. It's I mean, I don't need rainbows and unicorns and sunshine all the time, but I do like to see progression in
And
these
effort.
reality shows.
And effort.
You got a lot of effort to be smoking and drinking and winding up on these fellas in your house and doing all of the shenanigans that you do online, but you have no effort to give to your own basic general health. Get the fuck out of here. I have no patience for that. Ah,
If she had no support, we could feel bad for her, 100%. But she has like so much. I mean, she has phenomenal support system, and she just will not use it.
and the way she treats them is mind-boggling, and they just keep on coming back and supporting her. Like people will wish for family like that. I don't know. Something happened to those girls, especially Tammy. They also show how Tammy stops breathing. Yeah, I saw that clip. Um, oh geez. I don't know. And poor Chris is the one that was saying it. Um, At this point, she's more of a burden to this family. I don't get it. When my grandma passed, I yelled at God for a month straight. My God, Stephen. Oh, gosh. I didn't know any of my grandparents. They were all long past by the time I was born. Her brother said it, and it cut off. Okay. When they showed Amy almost unresponsive in the van, I think
Right.
it was her sugar. Wait, Amy?
Oh. No, it was
Or
Tammy in the back.
it was Tammy? Wait, hold on. So the part where they said she stopped breathing, that was Amy or Tammy?
Tammy.
And that was
Tammy was.
Tammy.
It
Okay.
was. It was like to me. It was like Tammy was in the back. She was in the back of the van, laying out. Like she could. Like it was terrible.
Yeah, I just assumed it was Tammy. Um,
Like that was scary because it was like she was overheating too.
Overheating.
Like you know how dogs get hot and they start panting.
Yeah.
She looked like she literally looked like almost like roadkill. I don't know how to put it. She was just laid out, like she was laboring to breathe. I'm like, this is not good.
I didn't even see that. I
Yeah,
think my DVR cut off.
it did. It was in the previews.
Oh my God. You hope that her stopping breathing is rock bottom? Don't hold your breath for that. Oh, Tammy.
Here's the
Okay.
thing, and this may sound kind of harsh, but I think I'm right. If near death isn't your rock bottom, I don't know what is. I'm sorry. You have no rock bottom. I'm sorry. That's just how I see it. That's
Hey, paranormal.
that's how I see it. Like if near death is not your rock bottom,
But how many times has she been near death?
at least once that we know about, that we actually know about, that they actually published.
And you think this is going to be different?
No, what I'm saying is people are saying like her rock bottom. That's why Amy said the casket because she's already been near death. Like how much further y'all need her to go? Like what do you mean rock bottom? She's already done that, and she still doesn't care.
Do you think one of them will get the power of attorney, like a medical power of attorney over her and be able to control her medical health?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. C-19 almost took her once or twice. My God. Guys, this was a crazy episode, but I did like this episode more than any of the other previous episodes because it didn't have much Tammy in it, and it showed progress for Amy. At least it's baby steps. I like Amanda. I like Chris. Like there was a lot of positives in this episode. Except for Tammy and her mom. Like, I don't care to see them anymore.
I just don't care to see them.
I don't. Sadly, this is not rock bottom for Tammy. They need to take her to a morgue and watch an autopsy, then the funeral home for embalming. Oh my gosh. So that's kind of like you want a scared straight
Right.
episode with her.
I was just gonna say that.
I won't be watching that episode. I'm a bit chicken shit. Can't. Yeah, she was hospitalized, and then I think she caught pneumonia after that. Good God. I hope they can get conservatorship rather than ward of the state. I think that maybe even like a medical power of attorney. Like you basically can have oversight all of their medical welfare. I don't know. This is like a really tricky situation. And you have an unwilling patient, which makes it even worse. It was nice that Tammy wasn't the main focus of this. Agreed, Ryan. Agreed. Make her write a will. Oof.
Ooh, that's a good idea actually. To shake her into mortality, basically.
But what's she
Because,
gonna will away? Her oxygen machine and her shot glasses?
I mean, technically, she could will them any future earnings off of her likeness. Because it would give them the right to use her in like future seasons or episodes should they choose to continue the show without her.
Yeah, she's too selfish for that. Sorry. Um, yeah.
That's so funny. Like, yeah.
She'd have to do that voluntarily, though. Tammy is still of sound mind. She needs to be forced into an out-of-state facility, like Chris suggested. Jesus, it's very scary to think what would happen to Tammy if no one else is watching. Conservatorship or medical power of attorney. She has no known mental issues. She has no known mental issues. She
If
doesn't.
if if they treat food as an addiction, she does.
This is a good idea, Stephen. Now I get you. It's about the process. What will you leave to Gage? Use the baby. Oh, that's brilliant. So she can leave the baby, her oxygen machine, wheelchair, and shot glasses. Yay.
She needs someone has. I think they're at the point. Honestly, I think the siblings are scared now because they realize like we have to step in. We have no choice. We have no. They're in like desperate. They're in desperation mode right now, and that's the part that's hurting them. I think they're like we never thought she would get this far. I think they really thought that she would snap out of it because Amy did this with her, and then Chris did this with her, and they were giving her all the support. I really think they thought all their support would be enough, and the fact that it's not. They feel like they failed, and now they're desperate and have no other choice.
Queen Bria says, got to get back. Thank you for joining us, but will you guys be covering the new show they advertise? It seems more positive. Yes, the 4 best friends, 1,000-pound best friends. I want to watch that, Jamal.
I'm gonna watch it because I'm intrigued by it actually to see how that dynamic will be different than sibling dynamics.
Yeah. Okay, so I looked tonight to see if Orange County was coming on, Real Housewives of Orange County, and it's not.
Really?
No, it's not. It's the reunion of Vanderpump.
Oh, okay. Don't watch
Yeah.
that.
So tomorrow, wait, what do we cover on Thursdays? I just had a brain fart.
OC.
And
Oh, 90
something
Day.
else. 90 Day. We can do 90 Day tomorrow. And then Friday, we can do Miami and Project Runway. I did not look to see if Project Runway was a new episode. So that's pending. Okay. So guys, join us here tomorrow. 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. We're going to talk all things 90 days. I haven't watched the episode yet. Was it a mess? Have you seen it yet, Jamal?
No, I never watched it until
the day of.
Yeah. No, actually, I'll watch it today for tomorrow. Just based on what we've seen on social media, I'm interested to see what's going to happen moving forward, or when they start cutting her out.
Oh my God. And what we were talking about in our mod chat yesterday, all of the terminations yesterday was kind of mind-blowing. Very interesting what's going on. I cannot wait to see Sunday's episode if TLC is scrubbing out our little problem child on that episode. That will be very interesting. I was finally coming around to Caleb, and now it looks like he's gone too. Oh well. Oh well.
They were actually getting interesting, and then this happens.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, I mean,
Mhm.
like, but we suffered with you. Like, we were here for this. We were liking Caleb, and now it's over.
Yeah, I did
We're
a complete 180 for him. I went from like, what the fuck are you saying to like, I'm with you. I finally get it.
like, and we started to like him more than her.
Yeah. Well, I don't
I
know. I
liked her a
had
lot.
misgivings about her, just that they evolved.
That he I liked her until she started being bossy and snappy. I'm like, yeah, no.
No, I always thought that she was into some sort of like
OnlyFans.
Russian you yeah, OnlyFans, that's what it is. Or porn.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, you have an OnlyFans. It's okay. We support you.
Oh, whatever. Okay, so guys, we'll see you back here tomorrow, 90 day. Um, get all your notes down. We ready to go in on these idiots. Um, Jamal, any final thoughts on wait, what was this episode? Thousand Pound Sister, season 3, episode 11, end of an era.
Yes, I'm good. This is a good episode.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm with you. We can take Tammy to the side so she ain't doing nothing no way, and just I like your spinoff, Raising Gage, where the whole family of the village helps raise him
Of
and
course you
support
love
her,
it. We want a percentage of ad sales, ad revenue.
and we can have more. We can have more Misty, Amanda, and Chris.
Yes. Yes.
Tammy could be like a friend of Gage or something.
No. The
I'm gonna cut
most I
off.
will do is a picture on the mantle.
Oh, Tammy's like completely gone.
Or a
Okay,
picture by the front door that she won't come into.
stop it.
Yes. Yes. A picture.
But this is good. I'm happy with it.
Yes, I am too. So we will get a reunion for this. Do they do a reunion for this show?
I don't think so.
Oh, I love these micro seasons. I
They're
really do.
perfect. 10 to 12 episodes and you're out.
Did you hear that Bravo is also considering doing shorter seasons for the Housewives?
They need to.
Mm-hmm. And instead of doing a full story arc per season, having storylines carry over from season to season.
Hey, that's how it should have been.
Because if it works out well for Miami with their micro season, I think we could be seeing the Bravo Housewives seasons decrease.
They should.
Mm-hmm.
They should. And it'll be easy. Instead of them overlapping, they can be done back to back to back.
Oh, so only have on one housewife franchise at a time?
One or two at the most. Like when you have like
Mm-hmm.
two, then three, it's like, we don't care.
Well, we don't care right now. So.
Yeah, we really don't care.
All
Like,
right, guys. Thanks for joining us today in the live chat. We really, really appreciate it. Your participation is always awesome. I cannot wait to see the comments from the replay crew. Hello, replay crew. And so we will see you tomorrow. So until next time, Jamal.
but of course.
All righty. Bye.
Bye.